Ah, jeez. Of all of the... Hey, could could you open up your window and let me down? Hey, I I see you took my advice and upping your security. It's me, Shockwave. Do you remember me? You do? Ah, that's great. I was worried you wouldn't. Yeah, I guess that is a weird thing to say, isn't it? Not every day someone dressed like me breaks into your apartment. Unless you're a cosplayer slash roleplay enthusiast. But even then. By the way, I'm getting drenched out here. Can I come in? Nah, I'm not gonna rob you. That was an accident. Speaking of which, what ended up happening with all that? Did someone else come by to rob it or... No. Ah, well, that's a relief. I guess Fixer was telling the truth when he said I was the only one for the job. What was that? Why am I here? Well, well, I just wanted to stop by. How have you been? Uh, up to anything? Oh, really? Well, that's great. Uh, I'm so proud of you. Me? Well, I I've been up to a bit over the last couple months. I just wanted to thank you again for your advice. There's no point on building on a bad foundation, or whatever it was. That really meant a lot when I heard it, so I did what you suggested. I sold my Shockwave mobile, canceled my HQ plans, and just focused on upgrading these bad boys. Once I was done, I could get my gauntlets charged in less than 2 seconds. Didn't even blow up in my face once. Oh yeah, that used to happen all the time. I know, I sounded beautiful, but I got a really ugly face under this mask. I tell ya, like a horse kicked it. Though, I do have enough cash. Maybe get some kind of reconstructive surgery. Anyway. So, once I got my gauntlets working, I got to work. Doing whatever I usually do. You know, robbing banks, stealing stuff, making a bit of that cheddar cheese. No, it's a metaphor. Though there is good money in that business. So, anyway, I was walking out of the bank on 10th Street, bag of cash under my arms, and guess who I run into? No, guess. Nah, no one's seen the Rush for a few weeks. Not sure what she's up to. No, not the Mighty Man. I, I'd probably have been arrested by him, even with my upgrades. Dude is OP. I'm just gonna tell you. Mystery Man. You never heard of him? Well, he's a big deal. I tell ya, terrifying detective type. He shows up and he's all, "Drop the money, Shockwave." So, I look at him and say, "How about I drop you instead?" So then we get into a fight, only it ain't really a fight. I fire my first blast at Mr. Man, and he leaps out of the way. And he ain't heard about the new me, so he's smiling, thinks he's got this in the bag. So then, I shoot him again, and he's caught completely off guard. I can see the panic in his face, and he leaps out of the way, right into another blast I fired, predicting where he was gonna go. Gets hit in the chest, and bam, he's unconscious. Nah, I wasn't gonna kill him. I don't do that. But it felt amazing seeing him knocked out like that. Like I really accomplished something. Anyway, the cops were arriving, so I had to get out of there. But it turns out, the fight had been on the news, and everyone had seen it. Did you see it? Yeah, I guess news is all depressing nowadays, isn't it? So, I get home, and guess who's waiting for me? You don't actually have to guess this time. It's Bear and Blizz and Octavia. They're like two of the greatest supervillains ever. Scared my ma half to death when they teleported in. Apparently, they had a new opening in the Assembly of Awful. Captain Axis had been fired after some choice post on Twitter. Don't get me started. But they'd seen my fight with Mystery Man on the news, and they wanted to give me a shot. Yeah, I was pretty excited. Hearing that, bit nervous, I mean. The Assembly of Awful is like the high point for supervillains. The amount of money those guys make, life changing. So they took me to their HQ. No, I can't tell you where it is. And they put me through this training program. There were holograms and stuff. It was crazy. Wicked intense. And you know what? Once I was done, they said I made it look easy. Hired me on the spot. Gave me a seat at the table right next to minced meat. And by the way, that guy's got really bad BO. They introduced me to everyone, and considering these guys are villains, most of them pretty nice. I wouldn't want to get on the bad side, but well, we'll get to that. So, they're having this big meeting, discussing their new plans to destroy the Heroes Guild and everything. And initially, I was on board. Me, personally, I've never really been into this gig of the whole revenge thing. That kind of thinking ain't healthy. But I was getting paid, so I was listening. And the plan those guys came up with, terrifying. They're gonna steal a black hole bomb from Matter Labs and hide it in Stride City while the rush is away. Cause a disturbance and get the Heroes Guild there. And then set it off. Do you know how many people that would kill? There's like 2 million people in that place. Men, women, children, families. Yeah, I know how these things usually go. But what if the guild don't stop it? What if the bomb goes off and I just help kill an entire city's worth of people? I'm I'm not a killer. I don't do that. I don't do that. So, being totally honest, that's why I'm here. Because you helped me before, and I need your advice again. The way I see it, I've got two options really. I can do the right thing or the wrong thing. I think that's what every choice boils down to at the end of the day, don't it? Which of these do I think is the right choice? Yeah, I did specify, didn't I? Well, obviously telling the guild is the right thing to do, but they might arrest me, you know? And I can't go back to prison. It'd kill me. Yeah, you're right. Letting that bomb go off would kill me too, wouldn't it? Alright, I'm gonna do the right thing. Thank you for your help. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna head to their HQ now and tell them the whole story. Don't worry, I'll leave your name out of it. Don't want to get you in any trouble. But thanks again. I'll head out the front door this time. Don't want your security going off again. And after the arrival of the Heroes Guild, the Black Hole Bomb was seized and disarmed, with Mighty Man himself throwing the weapon into the sun, where it will hopefully never be seen again. Despite this, the day ended on a somewhat sour note, given that the Assembly of Awful's leaders, Baron Blitz and
It's
Octavia,
me. Can I
were
come
able
in?
to escape, presumably returning to the
Hey,
Assembly's secret headquarters.
no, it's me, Shockwave. Sorry. You probably didn't recognize me without the costume on, did ya? Did you see the news? I told the guild and they stopped it. Yeah, and they kept my name out of the report. I'm pretty sure the assembly knows I squealed. It ain't exactly rocket science. That being said, they do have a few rocket scientists on their roster. What happened? Well, I went to the guild. Well, they didn't want to listen to me at first. Eventually, they did. I told them what I knew, and they stopped it, like you saw on the TV. Why am I here? Well, they let me go. On probation, of course. I don't have my gauntlets or equipment, and I gotta check in with them every day. Pretty sure they're watching me at all times as well. But I'm out. I'm free. It's all very official and stuff. Feels pretty good, to be honest. I feel like a weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. Like, like because I had the gauntlets, I had to commit crimes, you know? But I don't anymore. Now? Now I can get myself a job somewhere. The government's actually been pretty interested in hiring me once they saw my upgraded gauntlets. So I got a future doing what I love. And it's great, honestly. I'm the happiest I've been in years. And it's all because of you. Technically, you're the one who saved those people from the black hole bomb. I wouldn't have been on the assembly without your advice, would I? Meaning nobody would have been able to stop it. You're a hero. You're my hero.
your Stride City's hero, even if they don't know it. So, thanks. Thanks for being you. You saved my life. Would would it be okay if I stopped by to visit sometime? Let you know how I'm doing. I I really like talking to you. That's fine. I thank you. I I promise I'll stop saying that, but thank you. I actually enjoyed the thought of Mystery Man. Like I really like that like gruff detective character in like movies and stuff. Actually, in my TTRPGs, tabletop roleplay, I have like this character who's never been seen in the game, but I always throw in like a book about them or something, and they're like a detective called Newman Gray.